everybody, welcome back to my channel. We have our guest joining us once again today. So this is another episode of my amazing dating life. This one really chilled me to the bone, to be honest. I'm gonna try to make jokes about it because that's what I do. But I'm also gonna get a little raw, so let's move ahead. And I got my support here. So I met this guy online. We chatted on the phone. He said he was a psychotherapist, and we talked about Jung and Freud. So he seemed to know his stuff. He was very understanding. So I chalked that up to him being a psychotherapist. Like, I'm talking, he was talking about toxic masculinity and how he has a daughter, and he, you know, wants men to be better to women. He talked about how he's lonely and he wants connection. It's so hard to find people who are deeper. The whole rigmarole. So I'm a little wary because I am a little cynical of people, but he seemed legit in the sense that he was a very understanding person. He also said he really likes smart women. He took interest in what I was saying. So I thought, okay, this guy's got potential. So he books a date, Saturday. But he's like, we can go for coffee, and then you can come over and see my art studio. The good old art studio line. Like, beware. If somebody says recording studio, photography studio, art studio, the bells, you know, should be ringing, the warning bells. So I was kind of like, no problem, no problem. I get it. Like, if you're not comfortable, I totally get it. Just think about it. Let me know. Fine. So the next day he messages me and I'm like, hey, like, I'd really rather go out for dinner. And he writes back, he's like, let's just stick to the original plan. Like, what original plan? Like, that wasn't a plan. That was like a really creepy solicitation to go to your like crazy art studio. And sidebar, like, I just finished the Ted Bundy documentary on Netflix, so, you know, I'm pretty immune to charm. I've also been in customer service for 20 years. You gotta bring it. You gotta bring the respect. You gotta understand that it takes time to earn trust. So I don't have time for these junior varsity kind of like art studio garbage games. Just, again, you're a psychotherapist and you're not respecting my boundaries. Like, you're trying to control the situation and get me to come to Vaughan to your art studio. Like, I'm sorry, but if there's anybody in Vaughan that has this guy as a psychotherapist, like, please switch. I can't imagine that he actually really is a psychotherapist, because this stuff is bonkers. So I write back and I say, like, you know, I'm not comfortable going to somebody's place on a first date. So he replies, I'm with my friend Kathleen. I show her the text. We're both like, what? Gobsmacked. He says, I totally understand. Take care. It's been nice talking to you. Oh my God. So I got dumped because I didn't want to go to your like weird psychopath murder rape art studio. Wow, those are your intentions. Okay, like, maybe he said psychopath, no psychotherapist. And ironically, the first thing I did after this was make an appointment with my therapist, who is a nice person and who is legit. They're not like, they don't have this creepy scam going on. So jokes aside, I do have to say, like, this sort of thing leaves me wondering about the world. And it's just, I've had decades of very strange incidents of things like this: degrading behavior, disrespectful behavior, not respecting boundaries, deception. The deception I find the most sickening is because you created a safe space in the phone call for me to be a bit honest about who I am, and you portrayed yourself as somebody who's lonely and is looking for a deeper companion and a connection, but you're not. You're looking to like rape people in your art studio or whatever it is. It's like, it's so weird. It's so weird. Why would any self-respecting person go to Vaughn, to this like creepy dude's art studio? Like, wow. And come on. Anyways, yeah, it leaves me sad. It's just, as hilarious as these stories are, it's a lot of pain, and I don't know what to think of humanity anymore, and I don't think that that's fair to men or women. I think the behavior of people like this really tarnishes the reputation of men, and I know there's lots of amazing, wonderful, respectful, enlightened. That's the other thing. His Instagram was all like, I only want to hang out with people who are self-reflective and are on like Carl Jung's kind of like self-reflective evolution of all, awakened consciousness journey. Whoa. If you're really awakened, woke, you would not be treating people like this. It's despicable. It's disgusting. It's deceptive. I don't know why I'm sounding like O.J. Simpson's lawyer right now, but I find it so harmful and gross. And props to all the amazing men out there. Like, you have no idea how much you're appreciated, because there's scum like this out there that are just predatory. And it's sad. It's sad and it's painful, and I don't know how to view the world, and I don't want these thoughts in my head every day about horrible, disrespectful things that people do. I want to be more like this little girl who's present. Anyways, thank you so much for listening, and lots of love and peace to the nice guys out there, and many hugs to the women out there who go through this kind of shit. I am sending you, and Fatty, we're both sending you so much love, so much peace, because it's horrible and it's painful, and it keeps you from loving relationships and achieving the goal of that, and I think that's really sad. So anyways, namaste.